Okay, so this video is going to technically cover two two topics. So if you know what I'm doing, just skip to the second one if you need help with the second one. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to solve for this type of question, which is y equals 2x minus 6, and how to graph the line where the negative 6 is a whole number. There we go. Okay, where your slope is a whole number. And then for the second one, what am I talking about? Your slope. 2x, where your slope is a whole number. And then for the second one, where your slope, negative 3 over 2, is a fraction. Some of you guys already know this, but you'll be right. So first thing you want to start with is identify what is your y-intercept. So if you have y equals 2x minus 6, that number that's always by itself. So you have a number that's attached that's being multiplied to x, and then a number that's by itself. The negative 6, in this case, is your y-intercept. So what you're going to do is you're going to plot that point first. Actually, I'm going to just do this one and then connect them in a second. So see how this says y right here, right? On this line is where you're going to plot your first number. So it's negative 6. So I'm down here by negative 6. I'm going to plot my first number. Okay, that's the first thing you do. Don't start with the 2. Start with the number that's hanging out by itself. Okay, and then you go and you say, okay, my slope is 2x, right? So the number 2 is what you need to know. Okay, so if you just have the number, you're just going to go up 2. Well, it's positive, right? So it's 2x. So if it's up, if it's positive, you just go up 2, and then over 1. It's something over 1. So let's say if it was 3, I would have gone up 3 over 1. If it was 4, I'd have gone up 4 over 1. Okay, it doesn't matter. If it's just a number, you're going to do something over 1. Okay, now let's say it was negative 1, I would have gone down 1 and then over 1. You're not going to go to the left, like down and then left, because your slope would then be a positive number. That's a whole other conversation. Anyway, so that's what you need to know about that. You plot your 2 points. That's it. Okay, I'm going to show you another example. So let's say this one. So again, you start with your y-intercept. Your y-intercept in this case is negative 1. So I'm going to put my negative 1 down there. And with this one, I'm just going to do this little line so you don't have to keep doing this. Okay, so this one is a negative, the slope is negative 3, right? So I start at my negative 1, and I go down 1, 2, 3, and then over 1. And I do that because it is a whole number. So you just go down 3 over 1. That's it. So you notice how this slope is negative. If it is a negative slope, so that negative 3, if it is a negative number, not the y-intercept, but just the negative number itself that's attached to x, it's going down from left to right. If it's negative, there, your slope, your line should be going down from left to right. In this case, we had a positive slope in number 1, where we had 2x, and it's going up from left to right. So if you end up doing the wrong, like if you wanted to like quickly check to make sure you didn't do something wrong, that's an easy way to check it, just because some people get that messed up. Anyway, so now we're going to go to the fraction part of this. Okay, so again, with this, you start with your y-intercept. So again, that is 2. So we're going to have a positive one right there. Actually, let me just do this one. Okay, nope. There we go. So your slope here is negative 3 over 2. So when you have your slope is rise over run. And that's where that rise over run part literally means in that fraction. So the rise is the 3 and the run is the 2. So the rise is, if you write rise over run as a fraction, the numerator is your rise, so that's your 3, and your denominator is your run, and that's your 2. Now, notice that the number is negative, right? It's negative 3 over 2. Now, if we talk about integers, if we have negative divided by a negative, it's a positive number, right? So if you only have one negative, only one of those things can be negative. So that's going to make sense in a second. So with this, right, our slope is negative 3 over 2. So we are going to rise negative 3. Rising negative 3 means going down. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going down 3. Okay. Don't put a point here. I have people that put a point there all the time, and they're like, that's my slope. No, that's not your slope. Okay, so I'm just going to erase that. So I go here, I go down 3, and then it says your run is 2. I'm going to go right 2. As a rule, I'm just going to tell you, if you're going to do your slope, just go whatever it is. If it's a negative slope, go down, and then go to the right. Okay, because going up, if you decide to go up and then you just got to right, those things are positive. And if you go left or to the bottom, those are negative. So if you go down, right, and then you go to the left and plot that, you now have a positive slope, because negative divided by negative is a positive. So this would be wrong if that was your answer. So that's why I'm saying, just go left. Oh, I'm sorry. So if you have this, like you go down 3 and then over 2. So whatever, if you have a negative slope, just go down 3 and then over 2. So if the first function you do is negative, do the first one is going down and then the second one is going to the right. Don't worry about going left. That's where people that don't really are sort of confused about what's happening get it wrong. Okay, I know that was a little confusing, so we're going to do it again. Okay, so again, here goes our y-intercept. It's 4. And then we have a negative slope again. So I'm going to go down 1. Oh, shoot. Hold on, guys. I'm going to go down 1. So that's my run, not my rise. I'm going down 1. And then I'm going over 5. And that is 5 there. Okay? So I went down 1 and then over 5 because my slope is negative 1/5. And that's all you have. All right, guys? So that's all you need to know with this. If you guys are a little confused or would like to see another example, let me know and I'll show it to you. But basically, this is all you need to know. A lot of people are just a little confused about how that works. So if you want to watch this while you're working out the problems, do it. It'll help you, I promise. Or just ask me for help. Good luck, guys.